Welcome. Let's talk warp gates tonight, and let's get to the point. So here's some of the things you're going to need to do this. You're going to need your marker beam, which you get at the beginning of the game. Everybody gets one of those. You're going to need at least 2 warp gate computers, some warp gate modules, and some power, both types. So we're out in the middle of space here, and the first thing we have to do, we have our little ship here so we can get around. The first thing we're going to have to do is drop a station block by hitting M, and that'll cost you 1,000,000 credits. You're going to need one of these on both ends just to start the process. So we have this block now in the middle of space, cost us 1,000,000 credits, and we're going to put the warp gate computer right here. It can go anywhere, but it's nice to keep it out of the loop because that'll break the loop. So we need to take these warp gate modules now, and we're going to make this fairly small because for brevity, and we've got a very small ship to go through here. So you just need to make it as big as whatever you want to put through it. So this should suffice. Alright, so now we have a mini closed loop. Now one thing to keep in mind is this won't work. If you try to create something with just diagonal touching, it will not create a loop. So make sure that you can have different sizes and shapes, but it has to be a closed loop with the full sides touching. Say, like any other computer, we're going to hit C, select the warp gate computer, and then V on each of these blocks. Notice how they're lighting up. And go around, and now we've created a full circle, and this will periodically give you a message about the status. Now it's saying insufficient energy. So we have our loop. I'm going to deselect that and drop some energy on here. I'm just going to go around. It's easy to do it that way. I'm going to come over here, and we're going to put this over here. Our energy modules. Alright, so now we have some power. We have our closed loop and our warp gate computer, and this is ready to be functional. Now the hardest part of warp gates, I think, is the marker beams. Setting these up correctly. It's kind of a different kind of concept. What we do is we always set the destination first with the marker beam. That's where we're going to want to come back to. It's kind of different to think that way sometimes, that we're setting the destination first, but let's do that. We do that by going up to the warp computer with our marker beam and right-clicking on it. See how it says marked? Okay, so, but now we need something to jump from to this. So yeah, let's get in our ship here, and I selected a sector that's very close because you can only build one station in a sector, so we're going to just buzz over here. Okay, we're in there now. I'm going to jump out, and now I'm far enough where it should allow me, you can see it off in the distance there, it should allow me to do another M, another 1,000,000 credits there. I can restore it back up, get it all back. And then I'm going to go through the same process here. I'll just do this quickly here. Sorry for the wobbling around. I'm in astronaut mode, so it's really hard to maneuver here. So we're going to make that closed circuit again, or loop. C, V, V, V on every one of these. Connects the two together. Alright, so there we complains about energy. We're going to unselect that, and we're going to drop some energy. Okay. Now, the last piece for this one-way ticket, remember we set the destination, and it's nice, you can actually see it off in the distance there. That's our destination. This is where we're going to jump from. So I need to take my marker beam and now left-click. Okay. It is complaining about more energy, which surprises me. I'm just going to drop a little bit more here. just in case that's a problem. Okay, so now this is the trickiest part of warp gates. They're one way by default. So what I just created is the destination is there. Remember down in there, I right-clicked on that. I came over here and left-clicked on this. So what we just created is a one-way ticket from here to here. Once I jump there, I'm going to have to do just like I did before and drive all the way back here, because this has not been set as a destination. We set that by right-clicking. So what we're going to do, I don't want to do that. So we're going to come over here with a marker beam, and I'm going to mark this as a destination as well. There. Right-click, and now the only thing we have left is to jump over there and set that as the launch point. So let's go do that. So I'm in flight mode. I'm going to go through our new little gate here. Oops, a little extra thrust there for this little ship. Okay. Doesn't really matter what side. Alright, drive through there. It says jumping on the top. Here we go. And these can go quite a ways. 128 sectors, I think. Alright, so here we are at the other one. Now the final piece I have to do, I have to jump out, and then I have to set this with the left button as a leaving point. Remember, we already did the destination on this one, but now we want to make it a jumping away point. Okay, so now what we've done is we've created a two-way trip. This is a destination, and the other one is a destination. This one is a leave point, and the other one's a leave point. So let's jump in here. So now we should be able to go both directions. Oh, this is the one that we didn't add power to it. Kind of surprises me we need more. Such a little ship and little gate, but we'll make it happy here. Okay. Let's try it again. Alright, we're jumping away to a destination. Okay, and then we are going to come here. And we are also jumping away to a destination over there. And why is this taking this much power? There, maybe it's happy now. The algorithm for power is not so much different from big and little. Let's try. If it's going to be crabby, then we will make it happy here. I don't think about looks at the moment. There we go. So there it is off in the distance. These are really close, but they're working nonetheless. There we go. We're jumping back and forth. Alright, now, the final thing I want to show you here is the lines, how they show up. Now this is so close that it's hard to see. See how that's tiny? But you can see I have another one that's it's much bigger, more normal than what you'd see. As you can see off in the distance, I have my home sector, and then I have another gate I've built out here. And if you look closely, you can see the arrows. See how they're in both directions. So we have this arrow which represents destination. Destination over here, leaving here, and then we have destination here, leaving from here. So we can jump this way, and we can jump this way. Remember, right marker beam, go to the other side, left marker beam. Then right that one, and then go back to the original point and left. If you practice it a little bit, it gets a lot easier. So thanks for your time, and enjoy your warp gates.